we're really about optimizing your experience of bringing the two together so you can really have a great conversation like what we're having today on this call.
Mhm.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
That's
Yeah.
amazing, Rod. So, why you decide to become an entrepreneur? Do you have an entrepreneur in your family? Why business? Why do you have several businesses? So we can say that you are a serial entrepreneur. So why
Ah,
why why you decide to take this path?
well, if I may, Harry, I have a twofold answer to that. The first one is if I can concentrate on me personally first, before I also talk about my partnership with great partnership with Jim. But 20 years ago, I was an entrepreneur myself in the Silicon Valley, and
Wow.
yeah, and long story short, I with my business partner, a different one, and five other people, we actually humbly sold our coupon syndication company to Microsoft. And so
Wow.
that's why I find myself in the background here with Seattle in the background. And that was 20 years ago. Can you believe it?
Wow.
And so it was a humbling experience, and it was life altering for me. What was even more interesting is we got our proceeds, and then but I also got a bonus of being asked to also be part of in my career being part of Microsoft. So
Wow.
yeah, so it was really great. It was a kind of double bonus for me. But along the way, I also said, well, I got to understand the culture that I was in from an enterprise perspective. But interestingly, when we were tasked to go and work on another project inside of Microsoft that was dealt with audiovisual and building out something that really it's not a coined or kind of like a trademark term. It was a thing where we would build audiovisual optimized rooms, conference rooms in a box. And it was called the Room in a Box initiative, in which then, this is my second point, where my business partner in Actuate AV, Jim and I, we started up our own little mini startup, if you will, to be able to build these out in a very big, organic, and then simplistic way in which people can understand, oh, what kind of conference room do you need for your business? The right size, the right equipment. And then, much like how you see stereo components put into a single box, think about a conference room all put into a box and then it's simple and ready to go. So, with that, I feel like that the broad experience that we've had in the humble beginnings as an entrepreneur and up to where we are now, I think that gives us the street credibility to be able to go out and sell these in a big way.
Wow. So tell us a little bit more about this conference room. How many people can fit and in these conference rooms, and it's to do
Yeah.
remote meetings, right?
Yeah. So, it's interesting because
If there is a
uh
board meeting, and you have 8 to 12
exactly.
people there, and it's
Yes.
and 8 to 12 people in US speaking with
Hmm.
8 to 12 people in UK,
Yes,
how
absolutely.
how this is gonna work?
Yeah, so really great question on that one, Harry. And I'll start by telling you that we start from the basic because we know that if you are an information worker or a power user of any type, and let's say that you're a single consultant, you have your own business where you want to go and leverage your consulting capability. Well, maybe you want to be able to go and have an optimized home office suite, if you will. And then, we have different flavors or packages of that. And the good news is that we also deal with the world's best manufacturers out there. So, if I may, I'm just going to say this just generically. Logitech, Lenovo, Samsung, um, um, Microsoft, obviously, and then there are so many other manufacturers that are out there, both in display and also in video conferencing capability, cameras, speakers, you name it. We start there in the very small, and then we can go and scale up from there. So there are focus rooms, is what we call it. Small, medium, and large conference rooms, where the large conference rooms could be also, depending on what kind of major equipment that you're envisioning, maybe single screen, dual screen, projector, LED panel. It can kind of be whatever your heart's desire. But the nice thing is that it's already templated. It's already kind of like optimized so that whatever size you choose, it's we already know that, oh, that's the one that you want, with a little tweaking, but you can order X amount of those and then you get it drop shipped already in a nice package, based on the number that you want and then the configuration that you're expecting. But it's meant to be that easy. Again, room in a box is the whole thought of it.
So
Yes,
basically, for
yes.
example, even if you're doing an event, right, that then you want to broadcast in Zoom, you're doing
Correct.
a live event, and you want to also
hmm
broadcast it in Zoom. You guys will provide the computer for
The
the PowerPoint, the projector,
exactly. Yes,
the and how everything will interconnect with
correct. Correct.
and you was describing with me that you guys also give support, right?
Correct. And I forgot to mention too that even with all this amazing software or hardware, I should say, that it comes with, we are also a video platform agnostic, meaning that if you want Microsoft Teams, if you want a Google room, you want a Zoom room, you want Blue Jeans, whatever suits your fancy, and being able to go and use the best of breed in video conferencing capability. We're really about optimizing your experience of bringing the two together so you can really have a great conversation like what we're having today on this call.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.